Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the Hungry Bleak podcast. I have a whole bunch of tabs and a full run sheet here to talk to you about. But first off, I want to say, hey, I hope you've all had a great week. The weather's getting nicer. If you were here, there were like East Coast, tri-state kind of area, a lot of rain, big storms, a lot of water everywhere. I hope if there was any flooding going on, that you had everything cleaned up. Yeah, and that things are out of order. I hope you didn't have to have too much damage. If you did have damage or too much water, I know in my area it floods a bit because there's a like a creek and a river near there, and then there's a couple other streets that flood pretty badly. But yeah, it wasn't so bad in my area where everything shut down, but there were a few areas. There's a couple of areas, maybe a couple of blocks for me that can be pretty badly. So it wasn't too bad. Grateful, thankful. Aside from that, weather's getting nicer. Look, everybody's sniffling, sneezing, everything. I think everybody's just getting allergies right now. There's so much pollen. If you take medicine, great. If you don't take medicine, maybe take something, because I got a feeling it's just going to get worse and worse every year, folks. And we were inside for such a long period of time. I think our immune systems to certain things just got low. So we have to build it back up, or some things are just hitting us harder than they normally would. So there's that. I'm not a doctor. Don't take my word as a doctor, obviously, but just something that I've noticed. Even me, my nose has been messed up, and you see how wide these portholes are. So yeah, I got a lot of issues going on right now. But let's dive into the show because I got a lot to talk about. So comic book news, or I'm going to say that this is kind of just geek news in general. I want to say, all right. First up, because there's a lot, and some of it isn't comics, but I just want to say, wow, there's a lot of really cool stuff happening right now. There was so much on here. I was like, I can't put everything on here. I want to, but I cannot. But I will be talking about some more things on Monday for Subsume on To Be Announced with Jabba Chan and Joy Infinity. So that's going to be really well. Mondays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday. Check it out, folks. Cheap plug. Obviously, it was cheap. I did it myself. I'm not going to pay myself for that. Anyway, so we have so the Kate Wilhelm Solstice. Oh, I apologize, folks. What the hell? That was not what was supposed to happen. Wow. I had everything set up, and you know what happened? The tragedy of it all. Ridiculous. So, first off, I want to say congratulations to friend of the show, Cerece Rennie Murphy, who is being honored with a Kate Wilhelm Solstice Award. Awesome. And it was a unanimous decision, too, which is awesome. She's an incredible award-winning author. You see her whole her, like everything she does is incredible. Like, she's not just the creator of Virtuous Con, but she's also this award-winning author. You can see over my shoulder the Order of the Seers book 1, the Wolf Queen. She has children's books as well. Like, she's doing incredible things, and she's working on so much more. She's one of these really just brilliant creators that she creates, but she also feels what she creates. And it's not just, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this to do this. She's doing it because, hey, this is something that I see. I think this could be something cool. Let me do this. She's one of those people who is just a phenomenal talent, very genuine about what she does as well. And she loves what she does, her passion. I got to see her actually at work at the Schomburg for the Black Comic Book Festival, and I saw her pitching books to people, and it's beautiful. When you're at a festival like that, or a con or an event, the way you pitch your book to everyone matters. It really matters. And I love hearing people pitch, because it is the thing that can, like, let me know, hey, I need to get this book. This is awesome. Or the book looks great, but maybe you're not feeling like something about it isn't connecting. I hate to see that too, but yeah, she's definitely one of those incredible talents and genuine hearts in the culture of geek and in these spaces. So I always appreciative of her and everything she's doing, whether it's her writing, whether it's Virtuous Con, or whether it's just being this person who wants to support and see everyone, not just survive, but thrive and strive. So congratulations to her. She didn't deserve it. She damn well earned it. And that's what we need to start thinking about, folks. All right. So yeah, congratulations to her. Awesome stuff. I absolutely loved it. Next up, we've got, excuse me. Next up, we have, uh, whoop, I don't know, fumbling here, folks. I don't know what's going on. So, next what we have is, okay, Comic Republic signs deal with Universal Pictures. This is huge. This is awesome. Comic Republic is a this comic book company that's out of Nigeria, and they signed this huge deal for their Vanguard universe of characters for uh for Universal. So this is going to be they're going to develop a few TV series for them. I'm excited by this. I'm ecstatic. You love to see it. Congratulations to all of them. They've been putting in work for a long time, and their comics are really dope. I'm loving comics from Africa. I'm gonna be real with you. One of my favorites is Hawi. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's Hawi, Hawi or Hawaii. I've never heard it, so I'm probably pronouncing it improperly, and I apologize. And also another one is Jember, from Etan Comics. Absolutely love them. They're awesome. I started reading the book and I automatically was just captivated by reading Howie. So Vanguards through Comic Republic. Look, congratulations, y'all. This is awesome. Again, you love to see it. It's beautiful. More congratulations. We have the gentleman known as Jim Lee. This gentleman here, he is now promoted to president of DC Comics. This is look, everybody probably already thought that he was in charge of anything anyway. I mean, the guy, like, you always see his name like kind of stamped on everything. Like when you think of DC Comics, he's one of the two people that you really think of are Jeff Johns and Jim Lee. Well, now it is truly official. Um, you know what? It's awesome to see. He's one of those creators who definitely just does incredible work. Whether with his art or writing, he's been in the business for God. He's been in the business for a long time. So he is now. So he is published. So he is president. He's a publisher, and he's chief executive officer of DC Comics. That's a lot going on. But I mean, he's been there for a long time, and he's been with DC since 1988. Damn, really? Wow. So, you know what? Congratulations to him. I'm hoping that this ushers in a beautiful new era um, for DC and for everyone involved. He's, like I said, he's one of those cats where he's been around forever. You know, I mean, Jim Lee was one of those cats who was the breakout from Image. Image was that company, that first company that really was like, look, we're going to do our thing, and this is what's going to happen. So again, congratulations to him. Awesome stuff. I don't know him, but I'm very proud of him. I mean, the dude has put in so much work. He's earned that mess. That's what this show is going to be about. It's going to be about earning things. You may deserve it, but a lot of people earn it, and that's really cool to me, and I love that. So next up, all right. So the first Saturday of every May is Free Comic Book Day. So what that means is comic book shops will actually have certain comics that are put out by publishers, Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, Red Five, like a plethora of comic publishers, and they'll put out free issues of comics that are specially made for this day. You don't go in and go, "Oh, I want this comic, this comic, this comic." There will be certain comics that are made for this Free Comic Book Day, and it's the first Saturday in May of every year. So this year it is May 6th, tomorrow. So you'll be able to go into your local comic book shop or ones that are participating, and they'll actually have them aside. Sometimes they'll have a whole bundle set up, and they'll have it in like little paper bags. At times they'll give them to you, or sometimes they'll say, hey, you can pick between these, this, and this, and this, and you can get them, and it's awesome. Yeah, the site here is the official site for what the hell is going on? Whoops, I did. Damn, folks, I apologize. Jeez, I am just messing up today. For the actual site. So this is the actual site for Free Comic Book Day. You can actually go on the site. You can look at like putting your zip code and see if what stores near you are participating in it. Not every store does, I want to say, but any store I've been to does, which is awesome. And they'll actually, like, sometimes they'll tell you like what comics are going to be out there, the previews. Certain stores will have events, like they'll have cosplayers. They might have pizza. They might have stuff there that you can eat, whatever. They might have juice or what, I don't know, soda. I don't know. Depends on the store. Maybe not so much now after COVID-y times, but you might be feeling a little bit COVID-ish or just a health hazard in general. But this is a really cool, it's a beautiful thing. It's really great. Family events I've seen where people go to their local comic book shops with their kids. A lot of times the employees will dress up in costumes as well, which I think is really cool. You are, I mean, more than told, hey, come in costume, support, uh, dress up as whatever character. They like to take pictures. They put them on the websites, everything. It's a really cool event that can be fun for the whole family. And it's hopefully the weather will help. Well, anyway, where I'm at, the weather is beautiful today. So hopefully the weather will hold up, and you'll be able to go and enjoy this incredible day. I think it's awesome. I'm usually up in New York for it, so I can go to my favorite shops up in New York and spend time with some friends up there. I won't be going this week there, but I do plan on going to my local comic book shop, which is the Comic Crypt, which is always great. I'll enjoy the people there. The store is always awesome, and it just has a nice homey kind of feel, and you hear that comic book talk in the store, which is what I really enjoy. And it's not like, some of it is typical comic book talk, but there's some of it is like deeper comic book talk. So yeah, so there's that. So that is what is happening as far as uh, comic book news and situations like that. That was a lot, right? That was a lot of news, right? That was all within like 6 minutes or 7, I don't know, something like that, whatever. But yeah, there was a lot going on this week. And like I said, it was really positive stuff. And I love that. Y'all know I try to be as positive as possible with everything because I want y'all to have fun. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to relax. I want you to go, oh wow, I didn't know this. I didn't know that. And there was so much going on. So why not be able to say, hey, everything is happening and it's all beautiful. This is what's happening. Check it the hell out. That's what I want, folks. I'm just saying. So next up, we are going to talk about Kickstarters. So, and there are a plethora of Kickstarters going on right now, folks. But I'm going to tell you about 2 of them that are going to be coming up soon. Okay, so the first one is Justice, The Fall, 1 through 4. Excuse me. This is from Wingless Comics. Notice the T. Okay, so The Fall. This kind of coincides also with Nightfall, which was a really great storyline as well. So Justice, an angel that has come down to Earth to protect humanity and is in the eternal battles. Look, we've all seen stories of angels coming down to Earth to fight a supernatural threat or to find something or to find a prophesied child or whatever. But this is the first time that I can think of in a story where it's been a black angel. I'm going to be honest with you. And that was one of the things I loved about the story and the imagery as well. Wingless Comics, they do it so well. They have incredible titles. And I love the image of seeing black people with wings. I love the image of black people with wings. Don't ask me why. And I don't mean wings like hot wings or buffalo wings. I mean actual wings like on their backs. Like one of my dream tattoos is to have folded wings along my back, my whole back, like from my shoulders down to my ass neck. You know what your ass neck is, right? It's that. All right, look it up. Look it up. But yeah, this is going to be this is for 1 through 4. The newest issue obviously is going to be issue 4. But you can go and get notified for when it launches. It will be launching soon. But yeah, you definitely want to get in on it and check everything out. So there will be tiers that there usually are with Kickstarters. So this is going to be for issue 4. But if you haven't read any of it, you can always catch up. So there will be bundles or tiers, I should say, where they'll have bundles where it'll be 1 through 4, and you can catch up. It'll be physical, digital, what have you. A lot of times they'll actually be, you could have this tier, but then you could add on this, and this to make your own bundles as well. I absolutely love this company of Wingless. They've done a lot of great stuff. I mean, one of my my favorites is Avery. Avery is awesome. Avery is like this this woman with like super strength, and she's military. She's a Marine. If I remember correctly. If I'm not remembering correctly, that means I should go back and reread it because it was so much damn fun. but I was introduced to her in Wingless because there was no, not Michael, but I want to say Nightfall is when she had that little half issue in there. I want to say, actually, no, I'm just gonna go back and reread because I thought I deleted issues 2 of Justice and Nightfall of my and I was like, oh man, I deleted them, damn. And I think I did when I was transferring files, but I found links and they had them, so I went and I said bet. So now I can go back and read the entirety of Justice and Nightfall. Like I said, the two of them coincide together and they're just really, really cool. The art is dynamic, colors are bold. It's a supernatural action thriller, which I love that blend. If you give me supernatural, great. If you give me thriller, great. Give me action, great. But if you blend all of them and then have one of the lead characters be an angel, bet. I'm all for it. So go to, as always, folks, I'll have the links where you can actually go and check everything out. I'll have the links in the episode description where you can go and check everything out. But this is one, definitely go and check it out. And it has a variety of characters too. You also, because get Justice and also get Nightfall. Nightfall is great because it's a really great crossover thing. I'm going to be talking about that in a few minutes. I promise you. But yeah, this one, definitely go get, go to Kickstarter, get the notifications, and then when notifications come up, check out the tiers, and you can read more about the story. Or if you like, you can actually go on Kickstarter. You can look at the past issues and the past story, and be like, "Oh wow, this is great," and see the team that's on it and the work because it's beautiful stuff. You can get it print or digital, actually, on the website as well. I definitely strongly recommend it. The next one I have is Changa and the Jade Obelisk. This is from 133 Art. Y'all already know I get down with them. And this is the third issue of this Sword and Sorcerer story. This is a beautiful story about a group of adventurous mercenaries who come into possession of the Jade Obelisk and the adventures that they go through. This is based on the novel by Milton Davis, I believe the gentleman's name is. And it's a wonderful adaptation. I mean, it's Robert Jeffrey did the adaptation. You can't go wrong with this gentleman. This is one that also that is going to be coming up soon. I strongly recommend you go and get click that button that says notify me on launch right here, and you'll be there. This one is great too. There was a t-shirt for this one as well. Obviously, I have the t-shirt as well. I worn it on here. But this is what is what where Justice is, like I said, modern day supernatural horror action thriller. This one is like that old school sword and sorcerer, sword and soul epic tale of this band of adventurers, mercenaries, barbarians. Everybody's got their particular gifts and skills, and how they work together to find out what the item is, the prophecies, everything. I love stories like this. We don't get a lot of stories like this, unfortunately, nowadays. We really don't too much. As far as movies, I should say, we really don't too much. One that you can think of right off the top is Conan and the Barbarian or Sinbad. Oof, man, the Sinbad stuff was. I used to be a huge Sinbad fan. Even like the Hercules movies with Lou Ferrigno. So you're getting that type of feel with it, and with this story, you're getting depth of character. You get little backstories of the characters too. Like at the end of the episode, I want to say they showed a little bit of how the Jade Obelisk came to be with them, and this band of miscreants and adventurers, which I love. I think it's awesome. Yes, if I'm talking about it, I'm thinking it's great. So go check this out. Go again. You can go to the past ones and just to look at them. You can't pledge them, but you can go look at them to see what's going on. But I strongly recommend this one. It's one of it's one of those comics where I was like, bet, yeah, I'm gonna be happy with this. And that is it for Kickstarters. Man, there's so many great Kickstarters out there, folks. Really, there's so many great comics out there. It's hard to keep track. It truly, truly is. And had to give my lips a second there to convalesce, because when you got big lips like this, there's a lot going on with the big fullness of the lippage area, the lipton area as it is. in Latin. It's called Lipton. It's not called Lipton. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I didn't take Latin. I took Spanish. Everybody else took Latin. I took Spanish because Antonio Pamares always had a crush on the teacher at a certain point. So look, folks, here's the just completely negate that. So comic book reviews. We got some new comics here for you. I'm also going to talk about Justice and Nightfall again. So I don't know what the hell that was. It was awesome. So first up, we've got Terror War, and this is from Yoink, and this is from Image Comics. Look at that cover, man. That cover is sick. Wow. So this is from Image. Like I said, this is written by Saladin Ahmed. I hope I'm pronouncing his name properly. I absolutely love his work, though. Pencils by Dave Acosta. Inks by Jay Leston. Colors by Walter Pereira. Hope I pronounced that properly. Letters by Sean Lee. Edits by Heather Antos. In this story, this is like a future world where, first up, when you wake up, they give you like these quote unquote affirmation things, which I think are horrible. Let me bring this up on screen for you folks. I apologize again. I'm just so damn excited. Yeah, so here we are. And first off, when you first wake up, they give you this affirmation message. It's like, welcome to another blue day, another beautiful day in Blue City, everything. And it's BS. It's kind of like propaganda, what have you. And then we see this huge, just a thriving megacity of people. Something I loved, actually, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to try to zoom in on it to see if you can see it. Nope, I can't. Okay, cool. So that didn't work out too well. Oh, yes, I can. Let's see. I love the fact that there's a part where you can, I think they actually make this character, yes, non-binary. They use MX, which I think is beautiful. I love that. It's a little detail, yes, but it's such an important detail, and I absolutely love it. Things like that. But yeah, in this city, there are terrors that will happen, and they started to appearing, and no one knew what happened. And there are these huge terrors. No one knows. That started happening a few years ago, and only certain people can kill them. People who have this gift, and this character that we have, our lead here, Muhammad Cho, which I love the name also. Muhammad is one of the people with these gifts that when he puts this particular sensor on and he fires his weapon, he can kill them. Leaves a huge mess though, but he's one of these terror fighters who it's their job to deal with these terrors. Think of them kind of like exterminators of pests, but just huge, dangerous pests. And again, you see the propaganda kind of become a terror fighter, what have you. And then we meet that there's a team of terror fighters as well that he has his whole squad. There's May, there's Dimitri, Dr. Paz, Rose. The interaction is great. Again, it kind of reminds me of a mix of almost has like a bit of a Ghostbusters feel to it, in the sense of them being together and trying to figure out, how to get them, and the quips going back and forth, and the teamwork, the camaraderie. That's what always gets me. So I'm definitely a fan of this comic. I love it. It's only the first issue. I don't know how I missed it when it came out. I think I bought it like a week late or a couple of days later. I can't really remember. But I saw it and I was like, wait, and it was Saladin Ahmed. I was like, oh, bet, yeah, I gotta grab this. It looks awesome. And again, the character's name, Muhammad Cho. You don't see a name like that very often. And it felt very, very yes to me. I don't know how to describe it, but it felt very, very yes to me. And this is another one of the terrors. So the terrors are kind of like people's fears, their anxieties in a way. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of those comics that it could be like a nice kind of action, adventure, supernatural, sci-fi, ghost story almost too, in essence, like a little bit of a haunting thing. I love when genres mix like that and they kind of play with each other and you don't know what you're going to get. There's like a nice little playful shakeup of genres. I think that's one of the coolest things possible, and I love that. So, yes, go and get Terror Wars. It's awesome. I love it. Do it. Get it up. So, the next one, yep, that we are going to do is we're going to talk about Justice and Nightfall. Okay, so give me 1 second here, folks. What the hell is going on here? So basically, like I said, Justice and Nightfall. If you want to read them tandem, I would say, because they just feel beautiful. So Justice, let me bring that one up for you all. All right, so Justice is the story of our angel, uh, and everything that happens, him and his adventure. This is from again Wingless Comics. Story and script is Brian Batch J. Lambert. The edits were done by Greg Anderson Alisi. Art is Glideson Ribeiro. Colors Nestor Redulo. Letters, excuse me, Rune Marks. Cover art Stan Jack. And cover colors again Nestor Redulo. So we open up with like this newscast. I don't know why this newscast is so funny to me, but the way he just starts laughing and laughing is hilarious. You have them going back and forth, doing this about religion uh, and everything, and them going back and forth. It reminded me of when Image used to do Spawn. I don't know if they're still doing this one, but there'd be the newscast, and I love that. I think that's a great homage. Then we see Justice, our angel, and an opening. We see him saving this young woman in an alley, getting ready to be slaughtered by these otherworldly creatures, demons. And what also sets Justice apart is the fact that he uses a gun. So yeah, I love that. The energy coming off of him, everything, and just taking the angels out. And we go and we find out more about some of the other characters of this world, uh, and how there's a excuse me, and how this character here uh, has to Valanta, how she's having visions and they have to do with justice. Start saying that there's some nefarious things going on behind closed doors and the dealings, but you always have to figure when you're dealing with demons and otherworldly creatures such as this, you're going to have some other world, some nefarious dealings going on. I love the action. You can see, and the art gets like changed a little bit, but it really hones in on on what's going on in this world as far as like the action and the fighting. And I believe that the art almost feels like it develops the characters even more too, if that makes any sense. It does to me, it might not to you. But we see just dispatching of these creatures and making sure that the young woman is okay. And then obviously because he's a black being and he's got a gun in the air and white cop comes up, shoots him, and he obviously trying to shoot an angel. And what makes it even odder is that he shoots him in the back, as you can tell from this panel. So yeah. Now, the next one you would go with, I would say, would be Nightfall. Nightfall, oh, Nightfall is beautiful. It's a crossover, but in the sense of it's not just characters that are crossing over, but it's different companies. It's Constant Hustle Comics, Wingless Comics, and Concept Moon Studios, which I've talked about different comics from them all. Now, again, let's go with it. We've got story and script from Brian Batch J. Lambert. Again, we've got art is by Fabio Simayo, I want to say. Colors are Nestor Verdulo. Letters are Rune Marks. Edits are done by Malachi Bailey, creator of Her, who actually becomes a part of the Wingless uh, Comics universe. And Brandon Diddley, of different cover arts. So yeah, And this is issue 1 of this. And we get the cast of characters that we are introduced to. We've got Avery the Astonishing, who is one of my favorites. We've got Sakari, we've got Prime, Justice, Jinx, Lux, and Caliburn. Now, in later issues, we will actually see the woman who has the nameless woman, her being introduced. The art reminds me of Paolo Panteri, I think his last name is, who did the art for he did the art for what is my man Deathstrokes series, which I absolutely loved. So in the beginning of this, we're introduced to each character with little bits and pieces. We see a story of Justice, obviously we can see, getting into a fight with Balor or Baylor. I might say Balor because I'm a wrestling fan, Finn Balor, but it might be Baylor. And we're introduced to each character through little things. And we even see this gentleman who's watching from the skyline in the white suit, Lucifer. He also plays a part in the story of Justice and Nightfall. Then we go and we're introduced to Prime, our black Superman archetype superhero. But also, we're introduced to another character of Avery, who, like I said, is just, yeah. So we get this introduction to each of the characters, and this, again, read this along with Justice. If you don't, you're going to do yourself a huge disservice. I think they're both awesome and incredible, and they just have this feel. They feel right, and I hope that there's some type of always a bond or communication between these characters and between these companies, because they're awesome and I absolutely love it. So yeah, go check them out. I'll have episode descriptions for everything, I promise you. Yeah, but the next one I'm going to do, folks, because it's for Flashback Friday, you already know, I got to give you something that's a little older. And this one, I believe, is actually called 1985, if I looked up the name properly, which I'm hoping I did, because, what have you. There we go. And this is out of Image Comics. And this is Joe Casey is the writer, Ian Macewan, butchering, I apologize, is art. Brad Simpson is color. Sonia Harris is design. And Russ Wooten is letters. So this is basically a story of it. I really enjoy this because this has a nice retro feel to it. This is the story. I believe her name is Pam, and she's a cabbie at night, but she also fights supernatural threats and monsters and such with her enchanted tire iron. And she's like this chosen one, and she just whoops the absolute hell out of everything there. This story felt really cool to me because I've been looking for a while, and I was like, let me actually read this. I read it and I was like, bet, it felt right. First off, I love the characterization, her form. I love that she is a little bit of a bigger woman, stronger, more body. I always feel like we don't draw enough bigger women. We will have bigger men, we will have skinny women, we'll have athletically built women, but we won't have bigger women, like maybe some bigger muscles. Like, I don't mean like She-Hulk proportion, but bigger, kind of like a oh boy, a like a Jordynne Grace. Like, if you know wrestling, like Jordynne Grace, um uh uh hell, Jordynne Grace, Lizzo, any type of bigger woman. Athena, I'm going all with like wrestlers because those are body types I'm thinking of. Those different types of bodies, we don't see that. So to see her just swinging the hell out of his hammer, and she's strong, she's fit, she's a bat, she's just killing it in here. I love that fact. And it's not like long straight hair. She has like curly, like tight, thick hair, but she's still this beautiful woman, as you can see here, and being with her partner. And I love it. And I love the fact of showing that body type and still being sexy, beautiful, sensual, still just having those feelings, those and those needs and wants, not just having them all just be about just being strong and that's it. Having that body type and then also showing the tenderness with it and the love and the sex and the intimacy, I think is incredible. So we get the story of how she's wanted to be a cabbie and and memorizing the city and all the routes all her life, ever since she was a young girl, because she knows that she's going to be the chosen one of these chosen ones who's going to have to save everyone. I love that. Um, it's just beautiful. Yeah, I fell in love, and also look at the cheekbones. Black women have incredible cheekbones. We need to we need to talk about this more. The cheekbones. Let's talk about the cherry tomatoes, the cheekbones, please. A plethora of black women, just cheekbones for days. Love it. I love it. But there's also an element of the warriors, where the DJ in the story is actually helping her to know where to go and where not to go, where there's trouble and where there's not trouble, as she's trying to navigate from point A to point B with her passengers. And her biggest rule is, don't get out of this car. If I'm doing this, do me a favor, stay in the car. And it turns out that the DJ and her are together. They are in a relationship, which I love as well. I love that it's got a retro feel. I love that it's got this beautiful black woman, strong, big bodied, full bodied black woman who is hitting these monsters and demons and supernatural threats with a tire iron. But then we find out that it's just one of the things she comes up across. She thinks it's going to be this big supernatural bruja, whatever, but it's just folks acting a fool. So she's like, well, I guess I just go in. And she does what she does, and her strength. And I just, yeah, this was just awesome to me. I love it. Yeah, go into it's only 3 issues, unfortunately, which sucks. But yeah, go and check out 1985. You see the wild title that's down there, MCMLXX5. MCMLXX5 is the actual like name, title, whatever you want to talk about. So, all right. It's Wellness Check Friday. How y'all doing? How are you feeling? Are you okay? There's been a lot going on. I know that, and I want you all to be okay. Did you drink water today? Did you take your vitamins? Did you take your meds, whether they are for physical, mental, or emotional ailment? I'm not trying to please you. I just want you to be the best you that you can be. I'm going to give you one of the tips that I've used as of late. Probably seems like the simplest thing in the world, but it actually helps, and it can make you feel better. Clean. I'm not saying you're dirty, but just clean. Clean something random, something that like clean your table, because that's like clean your table off. That is the physical representation of your mind being so cluttered and filthy and dirty with all these things. Like not filthy dirty like trying to shame you, but just dirty, cluttered. Clean the table. Physically clean your table off. Clean it, and then place whatever you want on there. Place some coffee and some books on it, like coffee table. Play a couple of things. Do that, or leave it blank if that's what you want as well. It'll actually help you to focus, because it'll be you. Okay, I've done this thing. I cleaned it, and I'm putting these things where I want them, or not putting anything on there. Use that as your surrogate for your mind and all the emotional things and stuff that you're going through. It's not going to cure anything. I know that, but it will make you feel better, because it's going to be you clearing it. And at the end, you'll go, yeah. And you'll be good. Seems like something silly, something simple, but you'd be surprised how just cleaning something can make you feel better, because, hey, look, I cleaned it. It's clean. It's good. One less thing I got to worry about. And again, it's also you clearing your head, clearing your mind of all that clutter. And it can help you to focus and go, okay, so I should do this next. Since I'm already in the mood of being productive and doing something, I can do this. I can do this. Don't overtax yourself. You don't want to do that, because then that's going to make you go into a possible tailspin. but clean the table, clean your bathroom, scrub your toilet, whatever, do the dish, whatever it is, clean your stove, clean your oven, whatever it is, clean your toaster oven, whatever it is. Something simple, basic, easy. Straightening up. I straightened up some stuff. I got rid of all my DVDs. I don't watch them. Actually, no, I didn't get rid of like 7 of them because I can't find them anywhere, those movies. And it felt good. It cleared my head for like 2-3 hours. I went through and I turned my DVD case into a bookshelf because it was big enough for a bookshelf. So I just said, you know what? Yeah. And I started putting comics in there and my trades and graphic novels. Like, yeah, I still have a lot, but it was helpful and it made me feel good. And throwing it away was me throwing away a big ball of anxiety and depression and such. It didn't cure it, but it made me feel better. I was like, yeah. So that's my tip for you, folks. Clean something, anything. See how it feels, okay? So next up, what's on my plate? All right, so I haven't been to this place in a couple years. A friend of mine took me here for my birthday one year, and I was like, "Oh wow, great!" And it felt so nice. Then they took me here again when I was about to go to New York Comic Con, and I wasn't, and I went on vacation. They were like, "Oh well, why don't we go over here?" It's a little place called Brick House Tavern and Tap. They've got a few different locations. There's one in Neptune near me, near the Tinton Falls outlets. So what I love about the place is that it literally has like a brick oven type of thing, which I loved. And it just had a really cool like vibe to it and flow, and it just felt very comfortable. It had like a nice kind of lounge area where you sit, and like it was just very comfortable. So this one near me, they have, oh damn, they changed their menu. When did y'all get chicken and waffles? The hell? So yeah, so they have brunch, they have lunch, brunch, lunch, dinner, obviously. I don't think they had brunch when I went there, but then again, I wasn't there that early in the day. But also, what I actually enjoyed going there for, and they have like really great drinks as well. What I enjoyed going there for was they had really great fish and chips, which I love. I'm a big fish and chips fan. Love it. I love me some beer battered fish, not tilapia. Don't give me tilapia. And I'm not sharing this with you. I'm not. I'm totally not sharing this with you, which I should, because let me go and hit the button. It's been a hell of a day, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. So let's show you. Right. So, like I said, there's one near me in Neptune. And this is their brunch menu, which, like I said, I don't think they had brunch when I was there before. But chicken and waffles, Benedict, Ultimate Benedict. Then they have just chicken and waffles. Well, steak and eggs, 7th inning stretch. Yeah, they've got some gluten-free stuff now. Yeah, they had a lot of like tavern food stuff like that. But it's got a nice lounge atmosphere. They have games up on the TV, stuff like that. They have the seats. It's like they're all boots basically along the wall. They're like all boots. But then they have like regular tables. I sat in the booths. I think we sat at the same spot both times we were there, which is awesome. I think I had a burger there as well, and it was really good. And they have bunless as well. So it's bunless. You get double the patty. Double the patty. I don't know why I keep saying double the patty. But yes, you get that. They also have like flatbread pizza. They have the seafood. They still have it was beer battered white fish. Yeah, served with that and served with great fries as well. Awesome. I think. Oh wait, they got chicken pot pie. Damn. Yeah, I might have to go back here soon. So yeah, this was the place I loved. I said I'm a big fish and chips fan, and I had the fish and chips, and they were awesome. So yeah, for me, Brick House Tavern and Tap. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Damn it. All right. So there you go. Awesome. So, on that note, folks, can I talk to you for a minute? Can I wrap a taste in your ear for a minute? Let me holler at you. All right. So, it's that time of year. Starting to get warm. Going out more. Dressing less. I ain't mad at you. I got some shorts on right now, and the thighs are thawing right now. Sundresses. The Hoochie Daddy shorts. Whatever you got on, whatever you feel like wearing is cool. It's all right to admire. There are many incredible celestial bodies out there, folks. And it's okay to ask someone, hey, can I have your number? Have you? It's cool. But read the room. And if the person says no, go on about your business. I think I say this every single year, but I'm going to keep saying it. It's okay to admire. There's so many beautiful people out there. Don't leer and ogle, but just go, damn, okay. And then go on about your day. Admire the artwork for what it is, because nature creates so many beautiful, beautiful bodies and people and places and things. But don't ogle, don't make someone feel uncomfortable, and read the room. Okay? Let people be who they are and let them go on about the day, because it's going to be hot and people do not feel like being bothered with, so do not bother people like that. All right? Now, I'm talking to every gender as well, across the board, because some of y'all can be a little disrespectful and a little too much with it. And yes, I'm talking about all of us, all across the board. I'm talking men, women, non-binary, gender fluid, trans, cis, all of them. Okay, no matter what way. Again, bodies are beautiful, but don't be disrespectful. Don't harass. Just don't be a jerk. Don't be that person. Don't make someone feel uncomfortable just because they decided to go out that day and wear something just because they wanted to be comfortable out in that heat. They want to take a walk. They want to go to the park. They wanted to go get a comic. They want to go get a sandwich. They want to go get a coffee. Okay? You don't want to be treated that way, so don't treat someone else that way. All right? And enjoy the beautiful weather that we're going to be having now. Enjoy the fact that COVID is down. It's no longer being considered a huge health risk. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. That's amazing. So let's celebrate by going out and not harassing each other, okay? Please. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy things. Let's smile. Let's just have a good time, all right? But then again, what do I know, folks? I'm just a bald-head black man drinking iced coffee out of a Blur Domination mug, wearing a Wingless Justice tee. So on that note, folks, I want y'all to have a very good day, an incredible week. Enjoy the rest of it. Remember, every Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will get a new episode of the Hungry Bleak podcast, But my season break will be coming up, okay? I will let you know beforehand. And then you will not be seeing me for a little while, not until possibly September or October, probably September. I want to go out. I want to do a little bit. My mother's feeling very good. She's getting stronger, which is great. So that allows me a little bit of leeway to go out. So I want to savor what I can of being out, while also making sure that she's okay mentally and physically, and that she's confident enough to be by herself alone like that, because that's what's important to me. So Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will get a new episode of the Hungry Bleak podcast on YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever else podcasts are available. And Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Subsume channel, you will be getting To Be Announced. That is myself, Jabba Chan, and Joy Infinity, giving you our stories of the geek in week prior and what was big. We'll be doing that every Monday for you, okay? All right, y'all have a very good day. Enjoy the rest of it. Drink your water, and remember, do the best you can with what you got, because in the end, that's all that you get, folks. I'll see you later. I'm just looking towards paradise. Peace. Shoulder shake, y'all. Y'all need the shoulders? Y'all need shoulders?